So I got another book to review. Let's make sure the frame's right. You guys can see my unibrow. Okay, I'm ready. Boy Swallow's Universe was recommended to me by a friend who compared it to Demon Copperhead, a book that I loved. So today, I'm going to be comparing the two. Both of these novels are coming-of-age stories about young boys traumatized in different ways by narcotics. While Boy Swallow's Universe takes a more fantastical approach to this narrative, Demon Copperhead stays brutally realistic and ultimately remains my favorite of the two novels by a large margin. Here's why. Trent Dalton takes us to a 1980s Australian suburb, where the drug trade is running rampant and two boys are forced to adapt. August and Eli Bell are brothers bonded almost telepathically through a near-death experience shared during a car crash in their early lives. Since that incident, August has gone mute and taken to predicting the future, while Eli acts as his interpreter and displays his own borderline superpower of hyper-observance. The problem with this book is that it starts very strong, but quickly deters from its strengths. Initially, I was captivated by very clever dialogue from characters who are both criminal and saintly at the same time. Morality was a very prevalent topic discussed by Eli and his friends often. This exploration of morality in the drug trade is quickly abandoned after the boy's stepfather and provider is kidnapped by a murderous drug kingpin. From here, the book takes a completely different turn and becomes focused on Eli's journey and revenge plot against these men who effectively ended his childhood. I don't like this. The leaps Trent Dalton has to make to spice up the plot and convey Eli's dedication are unfortunately pretty ridiculous. They include breaking into a maximum security women's prison, falling in love with a woman 9 years his senior when he's 13 years old, and also forcing his way into this kingpin's house with nothing but a revenge-fueled gusto. None of these things make this book bad or unreadable. All I'm saying is that when compared to the story we're about to discuss in Demon Copperhead, they feel like cheap tricks used to hastily advance a plot that could have been more dialed in and powerful. I give Boy Swallow's Universe 3 out of 5 stars. Now, let's talk about what Barbara Kingsolver has done with similar thematic elements. Demon Copperhead takes place in the impoverished American South and details the life of a young orphan boy who spends the entire novel trying not to become a statistic. There is no fluff, no frills, just masterful storytelling about opioid addiction, real poverty in a first world country, and the disparity between city and country living. I don't want to spoil this book because it is something special that everybody should read, but let me give you this. The ending in this book that makes you feel happy and whole for this character is him getting a job at Walmart. That's it. That's how messed up and depraved his life gets. Unfortunately, this book does feel very real, and it's because it stays based in reality and focuses on real issues that plague American society as a whole. Ultimately, it may just be my preference to have a deeper look in the mirror and get an ultra-realistic piece of fiction out of it, but in my opinion, what Boy Swallow's Universe almost captures but ultimately lacks is just that. Real, hard truth-seeking disguised as a coming-of-age story. Demon Copperhead. Read it.